¿Qué tal, amigos y amigas que siguen, escuchan y ven el podcast En la Banca con la número 9? El día de hoy tengo una invitada muy, muy especial desde Nueva York. Ella es Lauren Russell de SheGotSports. Y bueno, nos va a platicar un poquito de lo que ha visto de los Gigantes, de la temporada del partido pasado, y también nos va a platicar de su canal, que es maravilloso, no se lo pierdan. Y bueno, Lauren, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Y hola, los escuchadas de el podcast. Mi español no es bueno, pero yo tengo clases de español en la escuela y me gusta hablar con otras personas. Y right now I don't have anyone else to speak Spanish with, so it's rusty.
It's okay, don't worry. I mean, you actually speak fluent Spanish.
Really? Yo no hablo en 2 años.
But I mean, it's you are fluent in Spanish for not being like
Gracias.
Yeah, it's amazing. I was saying to our audience that you have this amazing channel, that you are from New York, you are a Giants fan, and that we are going to talk about our impressions from the Giants so far, and how did you start your channel, your video reactions that are just amazing, and all the things that we want to talk about, all the things that came out, that will came out during our chat. Sorry, my English is also like,
no, your English is perfect. What are you talking about?
I have
You're literally bilingual. I am not bilingual.
I have some trouble with some words, like, the R's and stuff like that, but I'm trying.
I cannot roll my R's like I don't know. I can't roll my R's. I can never roll my R's.
It's with practice, practice. but I'm so glad that you're here. I just say that to the audience too, that I'm glad that you're here, and I want to start with your channel, your YouTube channel, that I think it's amazing, over 10,000 followers, and you do these amazing video reactions to all the games, not just Giants games, to all the games, and you do these recaps that are great, and you make them like dynamic and fluent and funny and everything, and I loved it. That's why I got in touch with you for these video reactions. But how did you start with this amazing way of living and talking about sports? Because I know that you talk about NFL, NBA, I don't know if MLB, I don't know. Just
not really anymore.
Just tell us.
So originally I was in high school and I was in this sports broadcasting, I guess you could say, camp or summer program. And my second year there, I think it was the summer before my senior year of high school, I heard some of the people there, like maybe some of the instructors, talking about how this kid who already, like graduated the program or finished the program, started a YouTube channel. And I overheard them saying that. And I was like, oh, I should try that. And then I think I was 16 then. I was 16 then. And I wasn't really taking it seriously. It was kind of much different than what I do now. I probably posted like maybe only 10 videos in that first year. But once I got to college, and around the time I turned 18 is when it kind of formed into what it is today.
Okay, that's great. I mean, that's amazing, because I think going into the YouTube world is kind of complicated sometimes, and I don't know, for me it's kind of difficult to realize how you get bigger, and every time you get views and you get recognized in some way for this, and also being a woman talking about sports, and all these things that I don't know, that have evolved in the last years, and now you're doing amazing with this channel, and people loved it. And I'm going to translate what you just said about your channel. Le preguntaba a Lauren acerca de su canal de YouTube, que tiene más de 10,000 seguidores, cómo lo creó, cómo empezó, porque si no lo han visto, realmente tienen que verlo, porque hace unas reacciones en video a los partidos maravillosas. De hecho, hace reacciones a los partidos de los Gigantes, hace reacciones a todos los partidos en general de la NFL, también de NBA, de todos los deportes. Y su canal ya tiene más de 10,000 seguidores, es divertidísimo verla y muy dinámico sobre todo. Y ella me cuenta que comenzó este canal al ver que you said like a camp, right? You started with...
Yeah, like a camp or like summer program.
Summer program, como un programa de verano, un campamento de verano donde ella empezó a ver que otra persona comenzaba con todo esto de ser o de formar un canal de YouTube. Ella dijo, lo puedo hacer yo también, y de ahí pues como que subió y creció, ¿no? Lauren, I mean, what's the most special thing about your channel, you think? What makes it like this dynamic? It's the word that came to my mind. Is it the way that you enjoy sports and the way you enjoy like having these reactions to the game or the games, if it's not like the Giants game? What do you think makes it special?
What do I think makes like my videos special?
Yeah, because I think they're incredible. I think that they're funny as hell. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen anything like that.
Thank you. I don't want to sound narcissistic or saying, my videos are so great. But I think maybe why some people like them, I guess is just because it is just the way I am. Like that's not an act. Like what I'm putting on there is not me like overreacting in any way. That's literally just how I am. Like I've literally accidentally broken my phone watching the Giants game when I was younger.
And I
like
totally
I am
understand.
emotional.
Yeah, me too. I think that's why I was so attracted to your channel and your videos and your content, because I'm the same, but I haven't been brave enough to like record it or something like that, because even my friends sometimes like they make fun of me because of how I react, because I throw things, I curse the players, I curse their families, I do everything. With the Dallas game, I was like, at the end of it, I was laughing because I was like, there's nothing that can go wrong, because everything is just wrong right now. There's nothing else that can happen to the Giants. But that's why I was so attracted to your content, because I think you reflect how many people or a lot of people like watch or experience the games. So yeah, I think that's what makes them special, because you're like real and your raw emotions are there in the screen, you know.
Thank you.
I'm going to translate that part.
Okay.
Le preguntaba a Lauren qué es lo que hace a su canal tan especial, qué lo diferencia un poco de otros canales de deportes, y lo que entre las dos decimos es que son como sus emociones, ¿no? Ella realmente representa lo que, a mí como fanática, por ejemplo, de los Giants, cuando veo que algo sale mal, yo también soy de aventar cosas. Ella dice, literalmente rompí mi teléfono haciendo coraje, o tal cual como ve los partidos, es como la gente los puede ver después, puede ver sus reacciones en YouTube, y eso creo que siempre cuando ves como emociones reales, sobre todo en los deportes, pues es algo que te atrae, es algo que dices, yo también soy así, ¿no? Aunque a lo mejor no he tenido la valentía de grabarme, como yo le decía, ya no tengo la valentía de ponerme ahí en una cámara para mis reacciones, pero seguramente sería divertidísimo. And Lauren, now we're going to talk about our New York Giants. How do you feel about the team right now?
Malo.
Really bad.
I don't feel good. It felt like Dallas was kind of a must win or be competitive game. And then it was way worse than I think anyone expected. I was hanging out with my friend on Saturday, and she's a big Giants fan too. And we were talking about the Dallas game, like how like we hope they win, all this stuff, like they gotta win, and everything would change if they won, and it'd be like a whole new season. And then we were texting today, and she was like, we were like, well, that went worse than expected, a lot worse than even like what we thought the worst possible outcome could be. And it's just like so much unknown. Now you don't know who's going to play next week or this upcoming week versus the Rams. And if they lose versus the Rams, which they could, honestly, even if they're at full strength, that would put them at 1-5. And that's not a good spot to be, especially with the way Dallas is playing.
Yeah, I know. I mean, at first I was like, I couldn't believe it when I saw the Saquon injury.
Yeah, I was like, this isn't actually happening.
When I saw his ankle, and it was like, I mean, this is over. I realized that it wasn't going to be like a broken ankle, but you immediately think this is going to be 3 weeks out. I mean, there's no way this is going to be less than 3 weeks out. And then when Daniel Jones gets hit trying to score, and he gets a concussion, and he barely
it's like we all knew right away. He's like this, and you're like, oh gosh, like, now this is happening. Like,
when I saw that, I was like,
what? Definitely concussed. Like, I think anyone watching that knew he is severely concussed.
Yeah, but
right
I was actually
never good.
I read like an hour ago that Logan Ryan said that he was in the plane reading a book that Daniel Jones.
I was so surprised. I saw that too, and I was like, how? I have a headache and I can't read a book. Like,
I mean, maybe he's playing it next week. If you follow the league protocols and everything, I mean, he should be out against the Rams. He should not be in the game. Sorry, but we never know. Maybe he's okay.
I mean,
maybe he's fine.
Considering he was wobbly, like falling over, like and then he goes reading a book a few hours later. That's a crazy turnaround.
Yeah, and we also lost. Well, we already lost Sterling Shepard and Slayton, and now Golladay also with a knee.
I didn't even see when that happened.
No, I mean neither.
I have to go back and watch, because I was like, it was apparently one of Ian Rappaport, I think, tweeted out like the initial fear was that it could be serious. I'm like, what? I don't even know when it happened, when it happened on the field.
Yeah, the guy hasn't even had like a pass or anything, and now he's injured.
It's crazy. This, I don't know what is going on with the Giants and their luck. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like we're the Jets now, so it's so sad. But I think that it's bad. Anything,
definitely not the spot I wanted to be in or thought they would be in.
and not with Dallas, like you said, the way they're playing, and Philadelphia, the way they're
Philly just beat the Panthers. Like, what?
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to say it, sorry, like fucking Panthers. Like, why would you be losing against the Eagles? But the Eagles they have this thing. They have a great game, and they have a horrible game, and they have another great game, and I don't know what to think about the Eagles and Washington and the Giants, that were supposed to be the teams that were going to put out these strong defenses and we're going to compete. They are not doing like so great. Washington trying to.
I feel like Dallas already won the division.
Yeah, I think so too.
Honestly, if I'm speaking honestly, I felt it the night they played the Eagles, even though it was so early in the season, that Monday night game. I'm like, their schedule is so easy. They're absolutely dominating the Eagles. Like,
And we have
I don't know, like who's stopping that offense?
And their defense that was supposed to be bad, and now
Yeah,
it's
that's
good.
the other thing. I was shocked. I'm literally, that's probably the most shocking thing this season is the Dallas defense, to me at least. I expected them to be so bad. I thought Dak was going to have to throw for like 500 yards a game again, like he was last season before he got hurt. No, they're not doing that. They literally can just establish the run game. Dak can just throw here and there. It's nuts. They're really good.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised, but I feel guilty in a way because I like the way they're playing.
No, I don't feel good. I feel the same way. Like I think it's good because I try to be unbiased. Like I'm a fan, so I know. Like I'm a Giants fan, so I know my heart like is always gonna get in the way sometimes, even if I don't realize. But I try to be as unbiased as possible. And I'm like, Dallas is legit. Like this is a good team. Like I honestly really love Dak. Even though I'm a Giants fan, like I have so much respect for him and love for him after everything he's been through and just like how he's been so open about it. And just to see him come back and play the way he's played, like I couldn't have been happier for him. Like he just seems like one of the best dudes in the league. So I mean, even though they're the Cowboys, like I'm very happy for Dak. I love it for Dak. Like
yeah, actually me too. After everything he's gone through, I think I respect him, and I think he deserves it in a way.
I mean, he had so much happen last year, and it's just awesome. Not that it's awesome, but like it's just awesome to see how transparent he was about everything
that he was going through, actually.
Yeah.
Now the Spanish part. Le estaba preguntando a Lauren que cómo se siente acerca de la situación de los gigantes actualmente. Todos sabemos que los gigantes están mal, que no, básicamente nada nos puede salir peor. O sea, estamos en la peor situación en la que podremos estar. Daniel Jones sale lastimado, Saquon Barkley sale lastimado, ya tenemos a Sterling Shepard y Slayton lesionados, Golladay también sale lesionado, no sabemos, estamos diciendo, no sabemos en qué momento pasó, no sabemos en qué momento Golladay sale del campo, no lo supimos, no nos enteramos hasta que de repente es como de Golladay fuera con una lesión en la rodilla. Ok. Rodarius Williams también lastimado, ya. Básicamente todo nuestro equipo titular lastimado, ¿no? Con todas las lesiones que ya traemos, Blake Martínez también. Solamente tenemos a Kadarius Toney. We only have Toney right now, right? That's our only weapon. Y bueno, en general, pues decimos que los gigantes nos tienen un poco preocupadas, pero también hablamos de lo bien que está Dallas dentro de la división y Filadelfia de alguna manera ahí dando pelea cuando pensábamos que no iban a dar nada de pelea. Y lo bien que está Dak Prescott también como ese quarterback a vencer en la división, lo bien que ahora como fans de los gigantes también lo reconocemos de alguna manera, todo lo que ha pasado y que se merece estar jugando a este nivel, se lo ha ganado, está demostrando que vale lo que quizá le están pagando, aunque yo era una de las detractoras de ese contrato. Y bueno, básicamente que las dos nos sentimos mal con nuestro equipo, pero ya lo tomamos con humor. We both feel bad about our team, but now we are laughing about it because there's nothing else we can do. And what are your impressions after the Dallas game? Your impressions about, I don't know, the game in general. I know it was a disaster, and there's not much to say about it, but what are your general impressions after that game?
Sure. I think the defense just got exposed. Like I know Blake Martinez didn't play, I know Jabril Peppers didn't play, but the defense is really not the same defense. Like I don't know what is going on, especially with James Bradberry. Like I don't know what has happened to James Bradberry over the past year.
Leonard Williams also.
Oh yeah, Leonard Williams, like they're not getting a pass rush, so that's probably, why the secondary isn't playing good. And it's the defense. The defense needs, I don't know what. I mean, they need a pass rusher for sure, but I don't know why. I don't know why it declined so much from last season. A lot of people are saying because of Dalvin Tomlinson leaving. You know who's actually been playing really well for the Chargers, who was on the Giants last season? Kyler Fackrell. Whenever I watch Chargers games, like Kyler Fackrell is always making plays. And I know, no one really thought too much about him leaving, but I'm like, wow, did Kyler Fackrell really contribute a lot to this pass rush? And we didn't even realize, because there weren't a ton of big departures. BJ Hill, but a lot of people were saying that was a good trade. But I don't know. It's just the D-line isn't playing well. I mean, offense is honestly not the worst part of this team like we thought it would be. It's honestly the coaching too. I mean, it's hard for me to talk about the coaching after this last game because no one would have expected that stuff to happen. But I think just throughout the season, the coaching is holding this team back.
Yeah, me too. I think that our coaching team is kind of weak on the offensive side, because I have always hated Jason Garrett, and I don't like his style. But I think I had a lot of expectations over Patrick Graham and Joe Judge, and now I don't know what to think, really. I don't know if they have like the tools right now, or the, I don't know how to say it, like maybe the guts to coach this team and like in somehow manage their tools and their weapons. And that's worrying me, actually, because I had the defense, like you said, here, and now we're going like this. That I actually saw a little bit of improvement in the Dallas game in the first half, maybe. And then everything just fell apart with Bradbury, as you said, like not being at the top of his game. Williams not. I mean, the D line is just terrible.
Yeah, they get no pressure.
No pressure. I mean, also the offensive line, it's getting better, but I think we need to work on it. Like we have been needing to work on it, like for the past 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. For like the whole time I've been watching this team, the offensive line has like needed help.
Yeah, because actually yesterday watching the Ravens game, you see how much time they give Lamar.
Oh yeah, and Lamar, even when pressure comes, like he can get away. Like he had so much time on one of those touchdown throws to Andrews. I remember I was like, "And he's got time. He's got time." Yeah, and eventually someone's gonna get open if you have all that time.
Yeah, it's a lot of time, and I mean Daniel Jones is getting better, and the offensive line it's getting better, but it's not that offensive line.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not there yet.
No, and that it's even weird for me as a Giants fan, because I'm like used to getting so nervous about the time, and you see that, and it's like somebody can they can get him. He has all the time in the world. But yeah, I mean all the parts in this team, all our players, our coaching staff, the owners, I mean, I don't know where to begin with. It's just terrible. And now you realize that Daniel Jones wasn't the problem.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, I think he's played so well this year, which is weird because I feel like he has almost the least support around him this year. I mean, the wide receiver core is definitely better.
Yeah.
But just the offensive line has been changing every single week.
Yeah, and the rotation in the offensive line, it worked last year, but I think this year was supposed to be better for the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
And now we don't have like the best offensive line. We don't have receivers right now. We don't have a quarterback, and we don't have a good defense. So yeah, that's our New York Giants, people. Now for the Spanish part. Estábamos platicando de nuestras impresiones después del juego contra Dallas, que como les decía, pues fue bastante triste, pero sí, la defensa, me comentaba Lauren que la defensa es como que para ella el eslabón más débil de este equipo, que fueron expuestos en el juego contra Dallas. Y sí, yo creo que dieron una buena primera mitad, pero al final de cuentas no es la defensa del año pasado, en definitiva. Y bueno, pues todas las bajas que tenemos, los problemas en el staff de coacheo, con Garrett, Graham y George, que no sabemos exactamente para dónde vamos. Y pues básicamente es eso, que la defensa se vio un poco expuesta y pues estamos llenos de lesiones y no sabemos para dónde ir. Creo que ese es el resumen de nuestros gigantes. We don't know where to go from now, from here. We are lost. And Lauren, your thoughts. That's a word I really struggle with. Thoughts about the next game against the
It sounds good.
Thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah.
I stumble on words all. People say I don't say English words correctly, and it's my first language. My friends always say I say library wrong. Like they in high school, I'd always go, "Oh, you want to go to the library?" And they're like, "It's the library, not the library." And English is my first language.
It's like
there's a ton of words I don't pronounce right.
I would say it like library. I don't know what.
Library. No, I don't. I'm like library.
I don't know.
It's one of those things where you say and you're like, wait, it doesn't sound real anymore.
Yeah, I mean but I mean like thoughts, words with the T and the R and the soundless like H are a little bit.
So like through thoughts.
Thread
through
thoughts through like
is that because in like Spanish there's not like that word combo, like that sound isn't like
no,
put together a lot?
No, I think it's not. I have never thought about it like that, but yeah, I think in the Spanish language we don't have this type of words. That yeah, I think we don't. But yeah, your thoughts about the next game against the Los Angeles Rams. How do you see this team? Do you think we can do something? Maybe.
I'm scared. I'm
so scared right now.
Okay, wait, is that timido? No, timido is shy.
Shy, it's like.
What is scared?
Asustado.
Asustado. Yo soy asustado.
Asustada, right? Like you're, yeah.
Oh, my feminine with the A.
Yeah. Asustada.
It's coming back.
It would be like, estoy muy asustada.
Estoy muy asustada.
That's great.
Matthew Stafford. E. Sean McVay. Because this is the thing. Let's say this team was fully healthy. This game would still be tough.
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe there's a chance they could win. I mean, I didn't expect the Cardinals to beat the Rams, and then they did. And the Rams didn't look that great Thursday night. But now that Saquon Barkley isn't going to be playing, Kenny Golladay isn't going to be playing. We don't know if Daniel Jones is going to be playing. I just see it just seems very, very tough for this team to win. Like this Rams offense is just as good as this Dallas offense.
Yeah.
And this not this Dallas defense, this Rams defense, although they haven't lived up to my expectations and haven't been playing as well as I expected, like they still have Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
Like, this is still a good defense. I don't even, oh gosh, Aaron Donald versus this offensive line. I'm scared. So I don't think it's going to be, especially if Daniel Jones isn't going to be playing, it's not going to be close. And even if he is playing, though, I don't think it's going to be a win or necessarily close.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I was going to say put Eli Manning in there, but now you mentioned Aaron Donald, and I'm like, no. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Eli's too old for that now. We don't.
Yeah, no, we can do it. Maybe Mike Lennon will put out like some kind of miracle. And I don't know. But at the end of the game against Dallas, Mike Lennon was like, yeah, like
you're just like, screw it.
I don't want to deal with this anymore. Kadarius Toney should be out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And maybe Kadarius Toney is our option. We should put him at wide receiver, quarterback, and running back
Yeah.
and everything, because the guy can do it all. But
Yeah, he's like literally the best player on offense right now.
yeah, I mean, and he's the rookie, so
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't have a lot of expectations. But with the Giants, one thing is that when you have zero expectations and you really don't expect anything from them, they win. And then
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's the way you said that. It's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, but like it would be the most Giants thing for them to win, just like Seattle last year. Like, what was that? Like, just when you think they're out, they pull you back in, and then they let you down even harder than last time.
Yeah, it's like the circle.
It's a cycle. Yeah,
the cycle it's terrible. And against the Saints, that we were like, yeah, we're going to lose this. I mean, and now, and it's like they love to I don't know how to say this. I forgot this word.
Like play with our emotions.
Yeah, they love to play with our emotions. Like, get hyped and get happy, and we're going to give you this amazing W and everything, and then you're like, yes, we're going to beat Dallas at their stadium, and everything is going to be great. Saquon is great, Danny Jones is great, and happen, and it just happens what we saw last Sunday. And yeah, you don't know what is real and what isn't anymore. You're just going with flow, and yeah, maybe Kadarius Toney is going to be my quarterback. You never know.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to the Spanish part. Estábamos diciendo de lo que va a ser el próximo partido contra los Rams, que como fans de los Gigantes, creo que ya está, nada más encontramos reírnos, es lo único, porque nos da miedo Aaron Donald, nos da miedo Jalen Ramsey, Matthew Stafford también está, o sea, su cuerpo de receptores, su ofensiva es muy buena o tan buena como la de Dallas, y su defensa, pues sabemos que a todo el mundo le da miedo en esta liga. And their defense, like, they scare every team in this league, or at least in this conference. Y sí, básicamente no sabemos qué va a pasar con los Gigantes, pero ya sabemos también que con los Gigantes nunca se sabe. Podrían ganar contra los Rams y perder los divisionales. O sea, no sabemos qué pueda pasar, pero tenemos miedo. Lauren dice que she's scared, está asustada. I'm scared, yo estoy asustada. Entonces, sí, ahora sí que aplica el tenemos miedo, porque no sabemos qué va a ser de los Gigantes. We don't know what's going to happen with the Giants. We don't know who's going to stay alive. It feels like a reality show, like I don't know, like a Netflix show or something, like who's going to stay alive in this Giants world. But yeah, I mean, it's a complicated game, and we don't know what's going to happen, Lauren.
Yeah.
And now, just because we are hurting and we don't have to talk about the Giants anymore, do you have like a favorite player in the league right now that you are really loving to watch playing football, and or maybe a team that you already love, and or so a team that you are watching in the Super Bowl maybe?
Yo tengo muchas jugadores favoritos.
Favoritos.
Sí. ¿Es bueno?
Sí.
Okay, now I'm gonna go back to English. I don't trust myself to keep
No, I mean, this is a safe space.
Safe space to try. I'm not getting graded on this, which is good. It's not like my oral presentation when I'm standing up there like shaking, like trying to make sure I get everything right.
Yeah, no, here you can say anything you want.
So before the season started, I during my like whatever preseason my like preseason predictions, my NFL award predictions, all of that, I predicted not the Chiefs, the Chargers to have a really good season. I think I predicted them to go 12-5, and I said, Justin Herbert, dark horse MVP. I said Staley was going to be the coach of the year, And I'm like, all right, this is kind of happening. Like this kind of could happen. So I love watching the Chargers. I love Justin Herbert. I thought the Giants were going to draft him, but he didn't come out that year. But I love watching him play. He's someone I definitely love watching play, and I like watching that team play a lot. So I watch them a lot. I haven't watched the Cardinals live yet this year, but I watch all the games back on Monday morning, and they're a team I've just really enjoyed watching because their offense is just so fast. Like this offense just gets to the edge. Kyler, like the wide receivers, the running backs, like Chase Edmonds, more. And then you have DeAndre Hopkins, who isn't like a speed guy, but can catch literally anything.
Yeah.
So that offense is just so much fun to watch. I love offensive football. So I love watching a good offense. I've always liked watching Patrick Mahomes. And I feel like I'm forgetting a team. I've enjoyed watching the Rams this season. I have enjoyed watching Tom Brady. Like, I know the whole Giants Patriots thing, but it's hard not to like marvel at what he's doing right now and be like, what the heck? Like 5 touchdowns a game and you're like 100 years old. Like, how is this even possible? So I've just found it fascinating, just wondering how this guy is doing that really more than anything. Like, how is this possible? And yeah, I guess that's the teams I've enjoyed watching.
Yeah.
Kind of the teams I'm kind of pulling for.
Yeah, actually I was with the Cleveland Browns to start starting the season and my preseason predictions and everything. In the AFC, I was with the Cleveland Browns. I don't know why, but I love the.
I went with them too. Oh, and I forgot to mention Lamar, of course.
Of course.
Lamar is freaking insane. Like, Lamar is actually the most unreal person to watch. Just the way he's literally slippery. When someone tries to tackle him, they're just like, their hands just like slip off. He's so much fun to watch. Like, as someone who loves offensive football, sorry I cut you off, but I just had to give a shout out to Lamar, especially after last night. That would be very bad of me to forget Lamar after last night.
I know.
And I just love how it made all the Lamar haters like I don't like with the last game. I dislike Lamar haters so much because I've never seen a quarterback win MVP in literally his second season get so much hate. Like, come on, like.
Yeah, I mean, people used to they criticize him because he runs like crazy, you know, and he maybe wasn't passing that much, and now he's giving them.
He's dropping dimes.
Yeah,
he has some nice dimes. Really nice stuff.
And he still runs.
Last night, nuts.
Yeah, almost 400
yards.
Over
he
400.
Only missed like 5 passes or something. Like, what? Like, who does that? Don't ever call him a running back again, anyone.
Yeah, I mean, people have to start respect more of Lamar because
he looks like an MVP candidate too right now. I would say like. Someone else I forgot to mention was Aaron Rodgers. All the players are coming to my head right now.
Yeah, and
I like
Aaron Rodgers too.
Anyone who plays good offensive football, I enjoy watching.
Yeah, actually, when I was growing up and I was like starting to love the Giants, I loved them because of their defense. Because Michael Strahan is one of my favorite players ever. So I love a good defense, but I also love see a good offensive game. Like
I'm definitely more on the offensive side, but I respect the defense. The Browns have a good defense.
Yeah, that's why
you're talking about the Browns. I was like, that makes sense now. They have one of the best defenses.
Yeah, I was with the Browns, and I'm with the Browns. Still, I'm with the Browns because I love the running game and I love their defense. I mean, Baker Mayfield is not bad. He just had like this slow start of his career, and now he's playing good football. And yeah, they're running backs. They are just
Nick Chubb, insane. I love what he's like lowers his shoulder and he can run really hard, but then all of a sudden he's like sidestepping and he's just like he just runs like this and he's huge. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I mean
I love watching the Browns too.
And
I think I had them go into the championship game before the season started. I still do. Like I'll still stand by that. But yeah, I think they're gonna go to the AFC championship game.
No, actually I was thinking that they might be in the Super Bowl.
I would honestly not be surprised because I feel like the defenses this season have not been that good. And I think the Browns are definitely in, I would say maybe like the top 3 defenses. Like, I don't know who I would put at number 1 right now because the Buccaneers haven't played well on defense. I know that the injuries. Rams haven't lived up to the expectation. Washington hasn't. Giants haven't. Like, I would say the Browns over the Bills. Like, probably the
Bills, maybe.
Best defense. Steelers have a good defense. But the Browns have one of the best.
Yeah. And I love the Browns in defense. Maybe that's why I picked him as my AFC candidate candidate.
Yeah. Perfect.
For the Super Bowl. And in the Chargers, I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of the Chargers.
My pick? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I wasn't a huge fan of the Chargers, I must admit, because I didn't like Philip Rivers for everything. I mean, I didn't love the way he played. And now with Justin Herbert, they look good.
Herbert is sick. He's like sick.
Yeah, I mean, he's this kid that just throws some amazing dimes, as we say. Yeah. And he, I don't know, the Chargers they're surprising me because I wasn't that much into them, but now I'm watching them. And Las Vegas Raiders, they were another of the teams that I was loving, and in the beginning, like 2 weeks ago, and now they're like this.
Yeah, they're in a bad spot.
Spot with now with the whole Gruden situation, that it's terrible.
I feel bad for the players, honestly.
Yeah, for the players and for the organization. But I mean, he had to leave, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff he said was literally disgusting. So yeah. There's no way he should be a head coach in the NFL. I just feel bad for the players. You know, they put in all this work, and now this guy had to be an idiot, and it's like now you're facing all this outside stuff when you didn't do anything wrong. You're just a player on the team, and and
they were doing so great. I mean, Carr was doing great. Darren Waller was doing great, and now they have these. I hope they can recover from it. But I
honestly hope like they're able to, you know, still win games this season, because like I said, I feel bad for the players. Like they shouldn't have to be in this situation.
They are also in the most difficult division in the AFC. So
Chiefs,
Broncos, but I mean,
they're another team that's kind of falling off. Right?
They have 3 wins, so and in the national conference, I mean, the Arizona Cardinals were my black horse, and they are. I mean, I love watching them play football, but my real candidates were the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Because Tom Brady is there. I mean,
they basically they literally have the same exact team from the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and it's insane. But they have been like highs and lows, but I think they're going to make the final. I mean, they're in a way there. You know, they
I think they'll win that division.
Yeah, no, I mean the division. Totally, maybe the conference, or they will be in the final. But I mean, I would love to see the Cardinals there.
Me too. Like, I would love to see someone different, and I love the way Kyler plays too.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a little similar to Lamar, and just the fact that he's so elusive, and I don't know if he's as slippery as Lamar. Like, Lamar is literally slippery, but I think Kyler has maybe a few more. I think Kyler is probably, I don't know who ran a faster 40 time, but it just seems like Kyler is faster when he's out there. But maybe that's because he's shorter, so it just looks like it. I don't know.
It's because he's shorter, and Lamar, giant. I don't know how.
Yeah, Lamar's definitely taller than Kyler.
Yeah, he's taller, and Kyler Murray looks like this little guy surrounded by giants, and he just like goes.
He's like,
yeah, like Russell Wilson, but shorter, even shorter.
Yeah, even shorter.
But I love watching Kyler Murray. I love this team. I think it's really balanced right now.
Yeah,
and they are a threat in the NFC, you know.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, we just talk about maybe our Super Bowl predictions. I don't know. but yeah, I think we're kind of in the same page. We would love to see the Giants there, but
yeah, probably won't happen this year, unfortunately.
No, I don't think
maybe
it would
next
happen
year or the year after, or just like a year soon.
I don't know. It's been 10 years of.
Yeah, it really has. It's been too long.
It's been too long, really. But right now, I saw this like a statistic where the Giants and the Jets are in the same amount of wins, I think. And I was like, I don't
it's really come to that.
Yeah, we are there, and that's
so now we know what Jets fans feel like, kind of a little bit.
I didn't want to feel that way,
but I can't complain that much though, because Jets fans that are like my age have never seen them win Super Bowl. At least I saw it, but like I don't really remember it, like, which is my big regret. Like I didn't really understand. I was in 7th grade when the Giants won. It's like I wasn't as into football as I am now, and I didn't really understand it as much as I do now. I just knew they won. And like I remember watching that last play, that Hail Mary that Tom Brady threw, and just like how that felt like 3 full minutes when it was literally 3 seconds.
Yeah. No, I mean, I remember it like one of the most amazing days of my life, because in the 42 I was like 12 years old.
Yeah, I was like 7 or something. I don't remember that at all.
I remember it because that's the year that I became a fan, but I wasn't aware of everything that was going on in the game. The rules and everything. I mean, I remember the helmet catch and
that must have been 6. See, I have no recollection of that at all.
I remember that one, and that's when I love the helmet. So I was like, yeah, I'm there. And then with the 46, I was in high school. I think. And yeah, I was crying and I was in the floor.
I would definitely, if they won like right now, I would cry. Like it would be the most, I don't even know what I would do. Like I would definitely cry. Like I don't know, it would be like the best day of my life. Like it would just be, I don't even want to think about it because I don't even get my hopes up like that. Think about what if, but if they like won this year or next year, the year after, it would just be insane. I don't know what I would do. It'd just be like the best feeling ever, even though I had nothing to do with it, even though I was not on the team or anything. Like,
but you feel like
it would feel like I won. Like
I mean,
I spent money on their apparel and stuff. So
yeah, me too. It's like you can give me something back now, like happiness. Or when I'm sad, I picture this moment when the Giants win the Super Bowl again. I'm like, now I'm sad. Maybe I'm going to think about the scenario if the Giants.
I hope one day. I hope before I turn 30. That's 8 years. 8 years is a long time. That's giving them more than enough time.
I mean, if we the Buccaneers, they had a good team, but they invest and they played their I don't know, like I forget
their core players,
their pieces and stuff and everything to win in 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
So you never actually know. You never actually actually know what it's going to happen. Maybe in 3 years. If
it happened in 3 years, I'd be ecstatic. I'm so happy.
But it can happen. I mean, the Cardinals also.
Yeah, exactly. No one expected them to be undefeated.
And now
I hope soon. I hope.
Yeah, we can daydream.
Yeah, it's just like it feels like the luck has been so bad. It's like, why would we get a lucky break? We never get a lucky break. I guess the helmet catch was a lucky break, but I don't remember that, so it doesn't count.
Sí.
Lucky break in my consciousness as a fan, in my conscious time as a fan.
Yeah, I mean, it's been 10 years, so
Yeah.
I'm
It's
also
time
like,
for another lucky break.
yeah, I need another one because like I don't know what to do, and I forgot to translate the last part because of our
Oh yeah,
daydreaming.
I was like,
But
oh, this
yeah,
is a lot to
I'm
remember.
going to do it. Estábamos platicando de los que serían como sus jugadores favoritos o sus equipos candidatos al título o sus equipos candidatos al título en cada conferencia. A Lauren le gustan los Chargers, le gustan los Cardinals, Lamar Jackson, and you said Patrick Mahomes, right?
Mhm.
And the Rams, y yo pues ya les había dicho, yo voy con Cleveland, con Arizona, con Tampa Bay. Entonces, pues ahí vamos. La plática se puso buena en inglés, entonces está un poquito medio complicado como que regresar a traducir todo lo que hablamos. También me estaba platicando de la última vez que vio a los Gigantes ganar, que eran pequeña, entonces no se acuerda realmente de lo que pasó, pero que esperamos que después de 10 años de tortura y de malas decisiones, pues lleguemos quizá un día de estos a un Super Bowl otra vez y se gane. Necesitamos otro golpe de suerte. We need another good luck or another moment of luck. I mean, I would say. Yeah, like a miracle or something. We need that.
Yeah.
And Lauren, I wanted to thank you so much for being here and for talking with me about Giants and the league and everything. I loved having you in the podcast. And now tell the audience, where can we follow you? ¿Dónde podemos seguirte?
Oh, for sure. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun. And on social media, you can find me at SheGotSports on like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. And then also I tweet during the game on my personal account, I guess you could say, at it's ITSLAUREN Russ RUSS. I forgot the Spanish alphabet. I was like, oh,
it's
maybe
like ITSLAUREN SS, right?
Yeah, double.
Yeah, okay.
Double. Is that right? Yeah.
Double S.
My vocab is so cloudy.
No, it's great. And on YouTube, you are like SheGotSports and everything.
Yeah, it's just una palabra.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I'll make sure that everyone goes and follows you.
Oh, thank you.
But I mean, it's great, your YouTube channel. As I said before, you are doing great. You have this amazing style of watching the games and sharing it with the world, and I really love this chat.
Gracias. Y yo quiero en el futuro yo hablo en like el podcast en español, pero yo necesito trabajar en mi español. Yo necesito trabajar. Es muy malo.
No,
ahora.
No, it's pretty good actually.
It should be better.
No, I mean it's good.
Después 17 años necesita mejor. Is it mejor is better? Or is it?
Mejor.
Okay, mejor. Después 17 años de clase, yo necesito mi español mejor.
Anywhere.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. No, this was so much fun. I love that this was in Spanish too. That's so cool. I've never done like a podcast with a different language. But it's cool because I feel like I kind of know a little bit. So
yeah,
Like if it was in French, I would have no idea what's going on. But
no, me neither. It would be like, okay.
But now I'm like, okay, I kind of got the gist of it. But it was so cool. I loved that.
And I loved having you here. Now I'm going to say goodbye to everyone in Spanish.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let me get it there. Yeah. Sorry. Muchísimas gracias por vernos, por escucharnos, a los que nos escuchan en Spotify, en Apple Podcast y a los que nos vieron en YouTube. Muchísimas gracias, muchas gracias, Lauren, otra vez. Y ya saben que a Lauren la encuentran, perdón, en SheGotSports, así se llaman todas sus redes, Instagram, Twitter, su canal de YouTube. Y también en It's Lauren Ross, right?
Sí.
En Twitter. Y a mí me encuentran, ya saben, como la número 9 con letra en Instagram, en YouTube, en Facebook y en Twitter. Entonces no se pierdan los próximos previos y aquí estaremos comentando. Muchísimas gracias otra vez, Lauren. Thank you so much, Lauren.
Gracias. Adiós.
Bye, bye.